I get started, I'd like to explain my 7 card Know Thyself or Know Yourself spread that I'll be using for the readings. I gave it this moniker because it's easy to understand the meaning of the 3 top cards of the spread. The top left-hand card is What You Know. The central card is What Can Be or Is Yours. And the card on the right is Self or Self-Awareness. 3 mini Rider-Waite cards will be the clarification cards underneath the main cards. And the card on the right will be the future card.
Hey there, Pisces. Let's see what you have in store for you in the Ides of March tarot reading. And then after that, I'll do a I Ching reading for you. I got started doing this reading, and I was going, what you know is the King of Swords, and the clarification card is the Empress. And I thought, I've seen this before. And I went back to the March Pisces reading, and in the chakra crown, you received the Empress, and the clarification card was the Emperor. Now, I consider the King of Swords a minor arcana card that's a counterpart to the Emperor, so it's the same energy. It's just emphasizing the Empress and having the King of Swords in place of the Emperor. So I watched the whole video, and I was surprised to see that all of the clarification cards that are in this mid-month reading for the Ides of March were also in the March reading. I thought this is just amazing. Tarot cards can be so amazing, and you can't ever be surprised by them because they come up and give you the same messages all the time saying, hey, look at this again, just in case you missed it. So let's go back into the reading here, and I'll start over again. Here at the top left card of What You Know is the King of Swords. He is like the Emperor. He regulates his kingdom like the Emperor regulates his empire. And with swords, it's air and communication. But it's also overriding emotions and using logical thinking and organization and implementing laws to regulate this empire or kingdom. And the clarification card is the Empress, the nurturing mother, the mother of all, of material things, senses, fertility. In my March reading, I equated to yin and yang, or Mother Earth and Father Time. But what it was really indicating to you is it was bringing a harmony, and you understood that there was a harmony involved in this material, earthly aspect, because that's really what they are. Is once you get out of the magician and the high priestess, you're looking more at a material, earthly world that needs to be organized. You need love, and you need also boundaries and laws to regulate society. And then here in What Can Be or Is Yours is the Justice card. Once again, we're into society and how it's regulated. But then again, the Justice card can also be laws of the universe, bringing it down to earth, and also bringing punishments and rewards. Because a lot of our past actions are connected to our present state of affairs, or you can think of it that you're accountable for your past in light of the present circumstances. When you see the presence of the Justice card, a lot of times it indicates that something was out of balance or is going back into balance. Libra is always looking for that. And I'd like to point out maybe somebody in your life that's a Libra is an actor or being a prominent part of your life. I don't know. But the clarification card is the Seven of Wands. Once again, that was in the March reading. And it seems like here is that you did succeed, but you're defending your beliefs. You're defending what the Justice card has told you, what is right and wrong. But you know, when you're defending something, there's a lot of resistance. People have the mindset of things that I don't want to change and I won't accept new ideas. It's kind of unbelievable that even people made it out of the medieval and Victorian times, because it was so backwater to have these superstitious beliefs, but they continued for hundreds of years. And up on the top right, you receive the Six of Wands. You know, you can really consider this a victory out of competition or a contest, but I'm not really seeing it that way. And it's just that you're being honored. You're being honored maybe for representing your beliefs that you defended down in the Seven of Wands. That's connected to the Justice card. Even though people resisted, there was people are now saying, yes, you have the wreath of honor, and I think we kind of sort of understand. Now the clarification card, which was also in the March reading, is the Ace of Swords. This is a new beginning card that you have to be really careful with. Careful with your willpower. It's a two-edged sword of intellect that imposes justice or supports deceptive evil machinations. So you can relate this Ace of Swords back to the Justice card and also back to the King of Swords. The King of Swords has replaced his chainmail for the robe of justice because now he's replaced his horse also with a courtroom. The sword can be cutting or undercutting, and in a positive respects it could be cutting through all the crap and getting to the heart of the matter. This card can be connected to the Emperor as well as the King of Swords, as I mentioned, but it's because of a lot of different things. It's because they both have control and offer some freedoms, challenges, logic over emotions, truth and justice, sudden change, inner strength, and they also regulate the element of air for communication. Now, as I said, the Ace of Swords can be undercutting, and here in the Future card you have the Devil. Disruptive desires, hedonism, avarice, selfishness. Is the Ace of Swords causing you to be your shadow self in some instances? Is there pitfalls in the decisions that you've been making? Are you facing your fears? Are your things getting out of hand? Did you make the wrong choices? This is what the Devil card is warning you right now. Not to undercut with the Ace of Swords, to regulate fairly with the King of Swords and the Justice card. It's also reminding you not to let things get out of hand for yourself and what's happening around you in your circumstances. So I pulled a clarification card, another one for the Future card, and you got the Four of Wands. It's a celebration card and you'll have success, but it's also saying to you that other people will help support you through some things, and you have to accept that. You need this support. And in the end, everybody's going to celebrate and have a good time and feel like they accomplished something. And I wish you peace, acceptance, and happiness.